or Mercy, then I think things will start to fall apart for this composition. It's very, very greedy. A lot of glass cannons on the side of the Chengdu Hunters.
It's depth from above coming in from Chengdu here. Threats on both sides, half their team being Air Force, but the Army not doing so well. Among falling immediately, and Leave ends up getting picked off. So the dual air-land approach not necessarily working out for Chengdu.
Yeah, I think this bunker comp is going to be really successful here. Among is going to really struggle. Not only does he have to worry about the freeze from May, and as I say that,
other members did. Highly in danger, super low HP. Is anyone going to be able to finish off Highly? Highly drops a Coalescent to stay alive, deals with Leave, who is chasing down the pickoff. And now the Hunters looking for Jinmu, got in, drops the barrage. And the Hunters might have just broken this one open.
Yeah, nice nano barrage onto Jinmu, and you can see how aggressive he gets as soon as that McCree falls. Glister going to switch over to the Tracer for the delay, and London, they want to get as much time as they possibly can out of this recontest.
Holding on to barrage, Leave holding on to duplicate, Bernhardt into the back, looking for the finish, onto the D.Va, gets the DMAC, but it's slow going for the Spitfire, even as they invest a lot. They're not confirming much in the way of kills, and although picked off, Jinmu over the top, drops the barrage, ends up with 2, and the Spitfire getting repelled.
Highly picked off as well during the coalescence. Such a huge pickoff now, and Glister trying to battle for his life here, but he's cut down by Elsa.
London moving into the point. Chengdu looking for a bit disruption. Highly gets caught, runs into the mine. 6 on 4. The Hunters. So much damage coming in from Jinmu on the side. The front line staying alive with engages and disengages, and the Spitfire just about out of ammo here. Bernard getting DMAC'd. Here comes Jinmu off the nano. Easy rockets, and even better barrage to seal the deal. And that's Chengdu ripping things back, taking the first round.
The Pharah Echo. They're
off the edge. Was that unforced?
No, he just walked off. Glister, no. They're still fighting though. London want to bring this back, but the focusing beam from Leave.
The Hunters off the error from the Spitfire. Definitely going to take advantage. They move on in, and I'd expect Glister to swap back to the McCree. That'd be my guess.
Glister is going to be kicking himself for that one. Just completely walking off the map. I think he didn't realize that his own TP was right on the edge there. Glister does find one on Veltal, trying to redeem himself in this fight, but the point is flipped for Chengdu.
Use it yet. More people on the point. It's up to the Hunters to make a response. So Spitfire still sitting pretty, still looking for the opportunity in the EMP, although finally drops it, hits 4, Glister in from the back as Sanguinar sends Molly off the edge. The Spitfire roll back in, and this is going to be going to a round 3.
Among going to be kicking himself for that one, gets booped off the map by a self-destruct. Not the way you normally see things going, but they make it work that time, and Jinmu just did not even get close to enough value on his EMP.
The better of the early neutral exchange. Neither team, though, at the point here just yet is Amon getting very low, isolated and down. The return engage from the Spitfire, far more focused.
Nice frontlining by JMac. I thought that Chengdu had control of the point there, had control of the white room, that crucial location on the map, but it's not to be. JMac rushing through with that far to their deaths.
JMac was ready for it, just holding his ground. And now we got the flux in from Bernard, drops him down. Vettel answering with the beat. But the Hunters in a losing situation, losing in poke damage and losing in players. The Spitfire going to continue the hold, and the Hunters now down to their final attack.
Yeah, great
% for the Spitfire. Now they go for a little bit of emergency delay, but this should be it for the Spitfire, barring the miracle of miracles now for the Hunters.
Among with a classic spin to win, but eventually the May is going to get on him and freeze him up. There he goes. Now all-in dive. Leave on the Genji. Good luck, brother. I don't know how you're going to make that one work.
Yeah, Genji of all heroes towards the end. I don't know if Leave remembers what year this is, but of course it's just delay, and it's not for long. The Spitfire, they can just grind this out. 6 on 5 in full control. Among in real danger right now. Getting chunked down. Decent halt though, sets up Jinmu. And now Jinmu perhaps on the way to tilt this around. Although it's Spitfire though on the other side, and this is a bloodbath. Both sides back and forth as Bacon Jack ends up on top and continues to burn off the clock.
This very passive hold might come to bite Chengdu as they get all caught up by the blizzard in the small room. Bacon Jack takes down, although at the same time the point is just capped. No one's defending.
Chengdu! What are they doing? How does this keep happening?
That was pretty brutal. I mean, the first time it happened on first point, I don't really blame them. They were dropping players like flies. But in that circumstance, they definitely could have come out of that corner. You know, and at the same time, I like the idea of playing in the corner, but I think
Off the clock here, Jake.
You know, if anything, given the Hunter's playstyle, I'd like to see Glister get off the Widowmaker. I think you need a little bit more shield pressure to punish this extremely defensive style that the Hunters are attempting to go for. But Trance is committed by Krillin. It's an all-in from Spitfire, and it seems like it's going to be heavily punished here.
Bernard getting frozen out, trying to disengage. They're down May. Now they do swap up. Glister is back over to the Hangzhou, but this is rough. Spitfire's getting staggered really hard, and they're losing even more time. So that was just weird that Spitfire decided to commit there.
Yeah, and Bernard even tried to use the Gravitic Flux.
Finally in a firm foothold, but they lose Jinmu. That's a start here for the Spitfire. 6 on 5. J-Mac just being fortified, running on through. Now the Hunters looking for any way to turn it back around, but they're bleeding players one by one. Dragon Strike out from spawn. Counter Dragon in from Blister does far more. And the Spitfire finish it out in overtime.
Really nice May wall by Although on the May for the London Spitfire. Even though Glister's still on the rollout, they're managing to hold here.
I love how I just cursed Among there, where he shakes the pressure and then just eats 2 headshots at the same time. 1 Widow, 1 May. Chengdu, though, struggling to get through, down to their final 2 minutes. Spitfire hanging on. Glister finds Elsa. And this is, again, going to be delaying Chengdu even more.
I think this is going to be a hold here for the defense. Great work. Short-handed on defense. Junkertown first. This is one of the hardest points to recontest in the game, so you got to give props to Bernard and Although, who really held down the point there while their Orisa was...
Flux not the worst.
That's a good trade for the defense, I would say. Supercharger's so critical here. J-Mac almost has his online, and that'll end the fight pretty much when he gets it up.
Moves out of the fight. They can't rely on him. Now they have to look to Bacon Jack, who's come up short for most of this, but not anymore. Takes down Glister. Bacon Jack, do you have more left? It's up to Bacon Jack for now. Although, drops the Blizzard under pressure. Gonna get the freeze here. Takes down Vental. And the Spitfire just continue to persist. And the Hunters are just about out of time.
Oh, Although is so deadly. He's crushing through the flank, taking a 3v1, and somehow finding a couple picks there. Great work by this May, being so elusive and so annoying. And this is going to be the full hold for the London Spitfire, as they're going to go up here in the series with another map win.
Spitfire, easy defense, and could be on their way cold right now for the Hunters, who discombobulated. Jinmu in real danger here, getting 2v1'd to the side. Among and Jinmu both down, and the Spitfire making it look easy right now.
Yeah, Hailey and Krillin just sitting in the back, farming damage here. Winston really struggling. I just think this comp is so awkward.
He's frozen. It wasn't going to come out. Spitfire in full control. They drop the Supercharger. Chengdu minus Among just back counted. Jinmu goes for the clone on the Tracer, builds an early Pulse Bomb. You have a chance to throw it on anyone. No, spends a lot of this clone just off to the side.
Nice
and ends
headshot.
Up taking damage, ends up losing the clone, losing his Echo. This is a bit of a disaster right now for the Hunters.
Although on the May, we gave him the Cheez-It Grooves crunch time play, but there he comes up again with a massive headshot on the Jinmu in the Tracer form, and a big step by Glister. Oh, it's countered! Amang, nice jump! Forces Glister to kill himself.
The Hunters here in what has been just a den of misery so far. Bernard dropping the Flux to the side, looking to drop volley right to Doom. Both supports gone for the Hunters, and this is bad for the Hunters. I don't know how else to say it. This is a stomp.
Yeah, the card is just rolling forward constantly. What I was saying there earlier, though, is Jinmu's Echo ult got completely shut down. The headshot from the May, showing why it's really risky to copy it.
2, Immortality Field up, though. Krillin still fine. Among falls, looking for the fall-through. Hunters all in, trying to make the most out of the CMP. They delve J-Mac, it's still winnable. The bomb takes down Krillin. But it is a lot of resources being spent here by the Hunters.
Yeah, they will get the fight win, though, so this is like a minimum threshold of what's acceptable in that fight. Great work by Hailey. I want to highlight his play there, though. He dropped his Immortality Field at the exact moment that the EMP comes out, so even though
there was impeccable. Spitfire, though, dropped the Supercharge earlier. Chengdu Hunters so low. Elsa and Among in danger. Among just barely able to pop Primal in time. Molly out of the fight. Among had the Nano. Krillin out of the fight. Looking for a little bit of disruption here, if anything. Into the corner, low HP. Is Amon gonna take this? Looking for it, finds Hailey. Just barely, gives his life for it.
Jinmu on the copy here, but once again shut down. Really
Spitfire,
painful.
they're getting progress while this all goes on also, where Chengdu...
Glister is slept, but immediately woken. At least the res does come in from Veltal with the Valkyrie.
Yeah, the Chengdu Hunters looking to delay this a little bit longer. Blizzard out from Although, and Among gonna be just frozen out and taken out, although does at least that much. 2 down. The Spitfire starting to gain momentum here once more. A minute left to go, and the Hunters looking to be heading into an emergency delay tactic.
Third pickup of the Tracer by Jinmu on the Echo Ult, but once again, it's shut down by the headshot from Although. He's a monster on the Mei. Another headshot onto this Tracer copy. Jinmu just cannot get a break here.
They drop the EP onto 3, but Highly again, a well-timed Immortality Field right after, and Chengdu can't stay on the point. However, the upside here for the Hunters, under pretty heavy pressure, and London's fine to just sit here and poke back and forth.
Among takes the nano boost, but really nice kite into the house. He can't get any value on it.
Yep, and Amon still struggling for Wayne, gets healed back up, still poking, and okay, London, they're back into the house, but Molly and Jinmu, they overextend, they get punished, and London continues looking just not phased at all by what's going on.
I feel like this strategy is just a checkmate from London. They're just hiding in the house where there's no easy angle for Molly to slip a Bionade in, which I think he pretty much has to do.
World Transcendence forced by Vettel. And we'll see if this is enough. Panic Hammond in here from Amon, and the Spitfire just continue to hang on. The Blizzard is out, but Bernard is down. The Hunter's still in this fight.
Nano onto Veltal, and he finds 2 on the Zenyatta. Third, the Nano boost Zenyatta is chopping them up, and they're able to capture first point. Somehow the Hunters get the payload moving, but they've got a long road to get a victory on this map.
Jake, I'm going to confess around. Is he going to go for the stick right now? There's the clone. Tracer v. Tracer. And Jinmu probably wants to go for some tanks right now. He spent a lot of this time not shooting anyone. Gets the early pulse bomb. Gets the stick! Ooh, that's 4 for Jinmu. Unbelievable. Another stick! Jinmu right on in there. And that's a duplicate for the ages.
Let's see this flank once more. Oh, this looks so juicy, and it is. Oh, my word.
Yeah, it's the stick. Blows up to, he's like, wait, I can charge another. Oh. Among moving in, Molly already down. Among looking for any sort of knockoff here. Bomb to the back. And Glister going, you think Tracer's pretty good? Yeah, it is. 3 for Glister, about to put Chengdu out of the map, out of the series. It's a Spitfire taking it 3.